Hello, good afternoon, hello. It's time for another Speedy Read. I'm here in Speedy Ready Shed, Speedy Reads HQ, and I'm working on this stack of books here that has been recommended to me by the likes of you. And I've got to say, we've got some good books in here. And the next one that is on the pile is this fellow here. Stanley Stick. Aye, aye. It's by a fellow called John Hegley. And a person called Neal Layton did all the drawings. So, be prepared to hear about Stanley Stick. And in fact, this book belongs to a chap called Stanley. And he was given it on his 3rd birthday by his friends Sol and Isla. So, nice choice, Sol and Isla. Let's learn all about Stanley Stick, shall we? Here we go. Stanley stands on Stockport Station with his stick. Stanley always carries his stick with him. I wonder where they're going. Stanley's stick was once part of something tall and grand, and it will never return. But it can still be a stick as best it can. Stanley has a lot of stick activity, like pretending the stick is a whistle, or a banana that is quite straight. You don't have to be great to be great. Like pretending the stick is a match to catch the world aflame. There is game after sticky game. Look, it's a dinosaur that isn't extinct. It's Stickosaurus! Stanley has tried out some names for his stick, like Starry and Moon, but those names were all the wrong shape. For a while, he liked Stirry, but that is better for a spoon. Got a massive bowl of cornflakes. Stanley's stick is Stanley's stick is good for writing in the sand, in languages only Stanley can understand. Can you understand that? Stanley was here. And 4 times now he has used his stick to pick up slugs from pathway, platform and pavement, thus saving them from a fate worse than feet. Ugh, slimy slugs. Stanley's friend Bertie has some string, and sometimes they tie the string to the stick's end and go pretend fishing. Because the fish are pretend, no fish get hurt, says Bertie. So, here is Stanley, standing on the station, taking his stick for a short stay at the side of the sea with his mum and dad. The train pulls in. So they're going to the seaside. And down at the seaside, Stanley goes down to the side of the tide. His folks take stock of Stanley, standing in the sand, stick in hand. What is he doing? Let's see. Maybe the boy thinks it is time for the stick to be taken for someone else to enjoy. Stanley hurls his stick into the wide tide. Gosh, what a tiny splosh for something that has been so big in Stanley's days. There it goes, into the sea. The sea picks up the stick and tucks it into itself. Stanley is stickless. The next morning, back at their spot on the beach, the tide is out. Stanley treads towards the spreading sea. Boats ride seaback out in the distance. Stanley decides to look for interesting sticks, for other sticks which have been carried twiggyback upon the turning tide. Soon he stumbles upon a stick alone upon the shore. It is quite different from the stick he had before. It is wonky. This stick is an unusual saxophone. Stanley thinks of home and begins to blurt out a tune for Bertie. Wow. Now Stanley stares at the sea through his stick telescope. It is wonky. And this stick Stanley knows the name of. It is called, ready for this? Fantastic! There they go, look. The stick's being the mast. There's a fish who's at the tiller. And there he is, Stanley. He's leading the boat on towards the sunset. Stanley's fantastic. Very nice. Very nice, you two. Look, there he is. John Hegley and Neal Layton. Very nice book. I do like those drawings. And all the wordplay as well. And that was a book called Stanley's Stick, about Stanley and his stick. I hope you enjoyed that. And I sometimes, when I go out for a walk, I do like to have a stick. Yeah, because they're good for rooting around in the bushes, poking things. So I think I can identify to a certain degree with Stanley and his love for sticks. And what about you? Yeah, maybe you've got a stick at home, or a walking stick. They're very good, very useful things. So I'm gonna go and muse on that. Maybe see what kind of stick I can find outside in the garden. All right. But until next time, you have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you for another Speedy Read very soon. All right. Bye bye.